The nights after Mama began working at the warehouse changed everything. I noticed immediately that she no longer slept beside me. She waited until I was deeply asleep, then quietly wrapped her scarf around her head and stepped outside. The door would close softly, but the silence she left behind felt heavier than any sound. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, counting the cracks in the plaster and wondering where she went. The first time she returned, her eyes were red and puffy, not from crying, but from exhaustion. She brought home bread that night, soft, fresh bread, something we had not tasted in months. I wanted to ask questions, but the way she avoided my eyes stopped me. She whispered only, "Grace, everything I do is for you," and I nodded, though I did not understand. The days became quieter at home, but the nights were filled with anxiety. Mama left again and again. I began to notice patterns. She met a man named Mr. Daniel at the bus stop in the evenings. He opened the car door for her, and they drove away. I did not follow far enough to understand, but the sight of them together made my stomach twist. I wanted to ask, but fear held me back. One evening, she returned with a small envelope of money hidden beneath the mattress. The amount was more than we had ever earned in weeks. Her hands shook as she placed it there. I realized then that survival sometimes demands secrets children cannot bear. The food improved slightly, and the nights grew safer, but the air remained heavy with tension. I could feel her worry, even when she smiled. She spoke less and prayed more. I began to understand that her secret life was a burden she carried alone to protect us. I imagined every step she took into the dark streets as a sacrifice for me, and for the hope that one day our lives would change. The fear did not disappear, but I felt a spark of possibility. For the first time in months, I thought maybe Mama's courage could lift us out of the darkness and hunger that had become our constant companions. But even as I tried to hope, I knew that every secret carries a price, and that we were about to pay it. I lay awake that night, feeling both fear and curiosity, wondering what tomorrow would bring, and if our lives would ever feel normal again.